this is a continuous session, and I'm going to talk of a topic called Stop That Effort. Now, there's a lot of people who are present here would have some different ideas about effort, have heard about effortless living or struggles of life, and they have got their own experiences of their lives now. Now, what is that effort? What is that effort that I'm going to talk about is something the highlight of the session today. And I'm also going to share some stories and my own examples. And we come to know about what exactly do we mean by stopping that effort and which effort do we talk now. Now, we have all heard all our lives to get results, we have to take certain actions. And when we have to take certain actions, you have to make an effort. Get up in the morning, you have to make an effort to get up in the morning, get out of the bed. If it is summers, you really have to ensure that, the AC is on and you are, yeah, but you don't want to get up because you move out, have to move out. You can see there's a hot weather out there, you don't want to go out. So there's an effort that you have to make to go out and go for office. There's an effort that you have to make. If you want to do some workout, you have to make an effort to make. You have to convince someone about certain things. You have to make an effort. Then you have to communicate. You have to make an effort. You have to work or if you're a business owner, you have to strike a deal with someone. You have to make an effort to do that. So now, what is that effort? Let's talk on that. And what do you really mean by effort? Just put your word in the chat box. What do you really mean by effort? And when I'm saying stop that effort, I'm going to come to it. But what do you really mean by your effort? What is your experience about the word called effort? You say there is an effort. मुझे एफर्ट करना पड़ता है कुछ भी करने के लिए जिंदगी में कुछ भी चीजें करने के लिए करना पड़ता है क्योंकि मुझे बहुत एफर्ट करना पड़ता है अपनी बीवी को समझाने के लिए और मैं अभी तक सक्सेसफुल नहीं हुआ आई हैव स्टिल नॉट गॉट सक्सेसफुल बिकॉज I think that's an effort that I have to make every day and every night. Now, what is your effort? आपको क्या लगता है कि जैसे ये टॉपिक सुना आपने, what do you really mean by that effort? Just put in a chat box if you can understand, if you can hear my voice. What is the effort that we are all talking about? We convincing team to achieve your goal. Yeah, convincing team. It's an effort. It's really an effort. You've got to do it so that we really have to convince our team to achieve that goal. Yeah. What else? What else? What else? What else? Okay. To me, it means it's not happening naturally. Yeah. When something does not happen on its own, it is an effort. And there are not many times when you're not inspired to get in the morning and go to gym. Yes, it's an effort. You're not inspired to do meditation. It's an effort. You set yourself a lot of plans and goals from the beginning of your year, and now it's already May, and most of our goals are not really happening. So there's an effort because it's not coming naturally, and it's okay. You really have to make an effort. Yeah. Good. Who else? What else? Just shout out if you don't chat. Just shout out. What is that word? What is that word called effort? What is that word? Of course, it makes a lot of effort to speak sometimes. It takes a lot of effort to really think. And it takes a lot of effort to think. Yeah. Something that is not hardwired in my brain. Yes, when you have to do certain things and you're not habitual of doing certain things, that is hardwired in your brain. That's an effort. But the situation wants you to do that. Situation wants you to do that. And you are talking of that hardwired. But let me just tell you, for a mother to bring up her child, is that an effort? Like really an effort? or does it
No, not exactly. It comes automatically.
automatically? Even though it is not hardwired in your brain, it comes automatically. Even though, even though there is, I mean, the person, the boy or a girl that she's bringing up does not know anything, she still brings her child up. So what is that effort? This is that effort. What I'm asking
Can
today.
follow natural instinct.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not,
Natural instinct for a mother.
yes. And for her, there is no effort. There is no effort.
Correct.
There's
Very
no
true.
effort. Yeah, yeah.
Very true.
So,
Mhm.
so yes, let's go ahead and talk of a paradigm today. And now this is a paradigm that I've been speaking about since many times. Now, a lot of people who are come new, I'm going to just share this whole framework. Now, whatever results you achieve in life is because certain actions that you got to do. You really want to inspire your team or to get the results, you have to take certain actions. You have to make an effort. No, what can you do? If you otherwise, if you have to become successful in business, you have to take certain actions to produce certain results. If you want to have a certain fitness quotient in your body, you have to take certain actions to produce certain results. If you have to build relationships, you have to do certain actions to produce results. Now, the catch here is not the top two things. The catch here is the bottom two things, which is the beliefs and experiences we have. Now, when we take an action which is coming from a certain belief, produces a certain result. अगर मुझे लगता है कि मेरे की टीम के लोग कामचोर हैं, कुछ भी काम करना नहीं चाहते हैं, तो अब क्या करोगे? आप उनको टास्क भी दोगे, सब कुछ करोगे, लेकिन आप उनके पास माइक्रो मैनेज हमेशा करते रहोगे। अरे तू किया कि नहीं किया? और जब वो काम नहीं करेगा ना ढंग से, आपको आप पता है क्या बोलोगे? मुझे मालूम था ना, I knew that he will not do it. That is why I'm micromanaging, because your experience is telling you he's not doing it. But hardly we believe that just because we are micromanaging, the person is not comfortable and has space to work. Similarly, when we believe that, I have a very stiff body and I cannot move, but I have to move, because if I don't move, I cannot have a flexible body. But you get up from that belief that I have a very stiff body and it's very difficult to do exercise. Now, mind you, your experience is always going to stop you, and getting into a fitness routine is going to be a real task and effort to you, because you sudden and you're not able to produce results after 7 days and you just give up the fitness routine. Similarly, when you have a belief that my wife is always going to nag me for every effort what I do, and you come from that space and you take an action and you do a lot of work, household chores, and suddenly she still comes up and just says something to you, oh, this is not working. And you say, मेरे को पता था कुछ भी करूँ ना, उसने मुझे nag ही करना है. Because somewhere down you have a belief in your mind. There is a political leader in Delhi who has a belief in his mind, because chief minister of everybody knows about it. तो कहीं ना कहीं belief है, अरे यार सबके सब चोर है, and is nothing wrong about it, पर वो वहीं से ऑपरेट करता है और उसको वही नजर आता है, और उसका एक्सपीरियंस भी वही होता है, और कुछ भी हो जाएगा उसको वही एक्सपीरियंस मिलेगा और वो वैसे ही एक्शन करता है, उसको फिर वैसे रिजल्ट्स आते हैं. अब नाउ द पॉइंट इज the community who vote for him also have a belief, you all political parties are sure, and this is the new political party that has come, let us vote for this political party. And guess what? You all see what's happening around. Now point I'm trying to make is, हमारे जो भी एक्शंस होते हैं वो रिजल्ट्स आते हैं, लेकिन पॉइंट हम अब मैं क्या बोलने वाला हूँ कि आप के बिलीफ कौन से हैं जो आपके एक्सपीरियंसेस दे रहे हैं और एक्सपीरियंसेस से एक्शंस आ रहे हैं. तो अगर मुझे लगता है कि किसी भी मोमेंट पे एक एफर्ट है, if there is an effort that I have to make, if it is not coming out naturally, can we go inside of us and check out which is the belief which is actually telling me that it is an effort, it is a task, it is a struggle. Now, not many people will what they do is going to do is they are going to fight or flight. Now, what is this picture suggesting? A lot of people would want to, you know, cover things under the carpet. वो क्या बोलेंगे लाइफ कैसे चल रही है अरे बिल्कुल फर्स्ट क्लास चल रही है टॉप क्लास है एकदम झकास चल रही है लेकिन अंदर से there is something going on in our mind in at the bottom अरे यार कुछ तो ठीक नहीं चल रहा क्योंकि we are not ready to face our current reality. This is the current reality we are facing because whenever a stressful situation comes up they will either fight or go away with this from the situation. So कभी भी कोई भी सिचुएशन होती है कभी भी लगता है कोई तकलीफ हो रही है कोई पीपल आर नॉट वर्किंग द वे यू वांट देम टू वर्क if relationships are not working with you there is a conflict across your team members and you feel that there is a lot of effort in convincing people you know why it is happening because you are not ready to be in that situation. We are either fighting or moving away. I don't want to talk to you anymore. You are just stupid. That is why I'm not interested to have any conversation anymore after that because we are moving away from the situation. We have tried a lot. We tried convincing our team a lot, but they're not listening and we move away. But hardly we get present to the situation and think what is real, what is happening, why the person is behaving the way he is behaving right now. You know why? Because our belief stops us. Underneath, we believe that people would not work naturally. They will always have to be given a danda so that they have to talk. You know, that's why everything becomes an effort. That's why everything becomes a struggle, a task. Name it anyone. I mean, getting in the morning to build relationships, to do anything. You know, a lot of people have certain beliefs about getting a business or getting reference from people. Now what they do is whenever they go to a networking event they just put up their card and give to the people, oh look, this is what I do, just get to me whenever I need you, whenever you need me. अपना बिजनेस का कार्ड देते रहेंगे लोगों को इवेंट्स पे जाकर और कितना एफर्ट बनाते हैं ना वो लोगों के साथ बिजनेस रिलेशनशिप बनाने के लिए ताकि मेरे को बिजनेस दे. बैट बॉटम एंड में क्या होता है यार वो मुझे बिजनेस देगा नहीं अगर मैं उनको 4 बार 5 बार 6 बार प्रेस नहीं करूंगा ना मुझे वो बिजनेस नहीं देने वाला. बट बिलीव यू मी if you just build relationships without any effort they will trust you more. Now point I'm trying to make is this here is that what are we doing, where is the real effort, what are we really fighting for and where are we moving away from the situation. Now whenever you feel that there is something is going above your head and you're able to understand, put it in the chat box. That is first. And second, just accept right now, okay, if I'm not able to understand what is this confusion about, let me be just present is in this session rather than moving away or moving out because the mind will keep on telling you अरे यार क्या बोल रहा है यार कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा बहुत बड़ी हाई लेवल की बात हो रहा है और कई बार लगता है यार बहुत अच्छी बात हो रही है तो मुझे मालूम भी है ये बात है मुझे क्या बोलने वाला. बट दोनों के सिचुएशंस में हम मोमेंट में नहीं. तो मोमेंट में क्या होता है हमें मोमेंट में आने के लिए क्या करना पड़ता है हमें हमारी हमारी जो पास्ट की जो एक्सपीरियंसेस होते हैं वो हमारे को रोकते हैं मोमेंट में आने के लिए और हमारे फ्यूचर एंजाइटी हमारे को मोमेंट में आने के लिए रोकते हैं. बट नाउ बहुत बार आई एम गोइंग टू शेयर दिस ग्राफ टू यू आल्सो this picture to you also. Now what this picture is telling you कितनी सिचुएशंस हमारे कंट्रोल में है ही नहीं मतलब लेकिन बहुत सारी सिचुएशन हमारे कंट्रोल में. अगर आप देखोगे you have to really move out of the belief and you really have to be present and not moving from the fight and flight situation. What is there is in your control. आपके कंट्रोल में आज की डेट में क्या चीजें हैं. अगर आपको लगता है कि there is an effort to get up because of my body stiffness, if there is an effort that not many times my people are not listening to me, my friends and families are not listening to me, there is an effort that I have to make them convinced about a certain things. but that is not in your control. What exactly is in your control? Your words, how you say it, how I speak to myself, what is the belief I carry, what I give my energy to every day and every moment, what is the belief that I really make it every moment, and how I spend my free time. If you think that I'm not able to unleash my complete potential, तो देखो कि मैं अपने खाली टाइम पे क्या करता हूँ. That is in your control. How I move on from failure. Now, this is in your control, but what is out of control? The outcome of your effort. आपने बहुत मेहनत करी, बहुत काम किया, पर आउटकम आपके हाथ में नहीं है. आपको आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल है. But the moment if the outcome is not coming up the way you have expected, then what is in your control? Let me go back and analyze, and then try it again. So that is in your control. Past mistakes you have done, nothing in control. Other people's boundaries, no, nothing in control. लोगों ने अपने paradigms बनाए हुए हैं, and you cannot change people's belief. They come from their old journeys and beliefs. So you cannot change their belief. They have their own boundaries. What people think of you is not in their control. Not many times you get bothered and bogged down because people say certain things about your, और ये तुम तो ऐसे हो, तुम तो बहुत aggressively बोल रहे हो, मुझे तुम्हारी बातें समझ में भी नहीं आती है, मेरे को तो कुछ भी पता नहीं चलता. But this is not about what people think of you. That is not in your control. आप control में कर ही नहीं सकते अपने आप को, लेकिन आप control में क्या कर सकते हो कि आपकी boundaries आपने क्या set की है. Like living is in my control. Of course, yes, living in the moment is in your control. आप इस moment पे live कर सकते हो, ये आपके control में है. Yes, आप कर सकते हो प्रैक्टिसेस, आप मेडिटेशन प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हो अगर आपको लगता है कि कंट्रोल, लेकिन आपको पास्ट और फ्यूचर के बारे में नहीं सोचना और इस मोमेंट पे रहना. आप पे कंट्रोल में, दैट इज इन योर कंट्रोल, यू विल नॉट वरी अबाउट आउटकम ऑफ योर एफर्ट्स. You will never ever worry about the outcome of your efforts. How you utilize your time is always in your control. Yeah. How you utilize your time is always in your control. मैं फ्री टाइम पे क्या करता हूँ? मैं फ्री टाइम पे बैठ जाता हूँ क्या? मूवीज देखता हूँ क्या? अर्नब गोस्वामी के लंबे लंबे टॉक शोज देखता हूँ क्या? I mean, what do I do in my free time? Or in the free time, I go out and read something. I listen to some wonderful tapes or self-development series, or in the free time, I go out and help a friend and contribute to my society. And what is that I do in my free time? Now, lately, in the last 2 years, I've lately realized that whenever I have a free time, I just take out my list where I can contribute out there. Because this is not because I do it for them, I do it for myself. Because if I contribute, I feel so good and related because I feel that this is the way I want to live my life. Right? At consciously positive, I come in the morning, not because I'm doing anything but the consciously positive. Of course, I feel great that consciously positive is inviting me to deliver talk. But I love having a conversation with you guys. That's there in my control. That's in my free time. और उसका result क्या आएगा? I'm not bothered, right? So what I'm trying to make it talk to you today is that if you are working on the areas which is out of your control, then it becomes an effort. But if you do things which is there in your control, then it becomes quite natural because you control it. No, because you control it. Yes, Manish. Yes, my Manish. Yeah, definitely yes. Definitely yes. Now, this is in your control. When you work on things that is in your control, then things become very easy for you. Not fretting over something. Oh, I would have done that. I would have called someone. I promised someone. Oh, I have to be in integrity all the time. I have to be, I have to be honest all the sometimes, you forget a lot of things. And fretting over it, oh, I would have done that. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, if you want to say sorry, go ahead and say sorry and get over it. You don't have any control how they are going to treat you when you say sorry to them. You have no control. And when you go ahead and start convincing and want to take approval, then it becomes an effort. Okay, when you get up in the morning, the first thought that comes up, oh, I have to get up in the morning. But the second thought comes up, क्या बोलेगा वो? अरे यार छोड़ो ना, कल करते हैं, कल जिम जाएंगे, कल वर्कआउट करेंगे, let's do it tomorrow. But that is something that you can control. You have that power. Now you say, how can I have that power? My body is overpowering me. Then plan it effectively. Sleep well. When you sleep well and sleep early, you get up early. When you go with that mindset that tomorrow morning I'm to go and get up and do a workout, you will get up. आपके आसपास एनवायरनमेंट ऐसे क्रिएट कर दो, आपके पास आपके बेड के पास जिम के बैग रख दो, जिम के शूज रख दो. दैट इज इन योर कंट्रोल. नो, you can always plan things instead of saying, okay, it is not natural for me to go out and work out. No matter which physical condition you are in, there are certain things which is there in your control, and when you work on those things, everything will become effortless. Now you will argue कि ऐसा तो कुछ नहीं होता, ये तो बहुत आइडियलिस्टिक वर्ड होता है, but I'm giving you some effortless mantras, and the key is more you force, more you fail. But before I go ahead, let me just ask you guys, I am just stopping the presentation right now for a while. Let me just ask you, what is opening for you right now? What do you think right now about effort? What is that you are understanding right? क्या समझ में आ रहा है कि एफर्ट क्या चीज है, एफर्ट क्या बला है, एफर्टलेस के बारे में क्या सोच रहे हैं हम? क्या लगता है? लेट वी कम टू द एफर्टलेस मंत्रास, कैसे हम प्रैक्टिस में ला सकते हैं. बट व्हाट इज द एफर्टलेस थिंकिंग that we are opening up to? Let's go ahead and some people are already sharing on the chat box. Yes.
I think Vinayji, according to me, for something for which I have to exert to do something, that is an effort. And
Correct.
something which comes very naturally to me, I do
Yes.
it like my instinct.
Yes.
That is effortless.
Yes. Yes, exactly. And what do you think that what comes in the way for we being natural? What comes in the way?
My own self-limiting beliefs,
Your own self-limiting
which
beliefs.
stop me from doing certain things which I want to do.
Exactly. Beliefs about, we have to do things in a certain way as per people's expectations, not being my own self. That's way.
Right.
Yeah, great. Lovely.
Right.
So what else is opening up?
Correct.
Where and when you focus on what is in your control, everything becomes natural. Would you believe that? When you focus on what is in your control, everything becomes natural. Right? So, I slept late last evening, that I had some sessions going on, and I had to coach some overseas person, and I slept very late, and I was not able to sleep because I slept because it was 2 a.m. in the morning. I was not able to sleep. I started doing some work, and what was in my control was, I can do more research about certain things. I have to present it in weeks time. But what was not in my control, that I was not getting sleep. So I slept at 2:30 eventually. And there was a fear in my mind, I have a session at 8 a.m. So what to do? But that was not in my control. मैं ठीक है, उठ जाऊंगा टाइम से, तो देखते हैं. मैंने इंटेंशन रखा है कि यार मैंने अलार्म भी रखा है, बनाया है, देखते हैं क्या होता है. But I woke up at 7:45 and I was again worried. Oh, it's been too late. I'm not freshened up. How can I go ahead and take a session at 8 a.m.? And suddenly, Shabana started calling at 7:55. Where are you, Vinay? And then there was a stress in my mind. Okay, अभी क्या करने वाला हूँ? But मेरे mind, मेरे को control में मेरे क्या था कि ठीक है, easily चलते हैं, देखते हैं क्या होता है. And when I was slow, I was actually very fast. I was very quick. I was accepting things as they were coming, and I was here right at 8 a.m. Right at 8 a.m. So there was I actually did not do any effort. So
acceptance is the key. Acceptance of the current situation is the key.
Exactly, because I was working on what is in my control. Look, got up late, not in my control. People are not supporting, not in my control. I mean, people, my wife also has to go to school at this point in time, not in my control. What can I do? I haven't communicated. Yes, that was in my control. I should have communicated earlier to her. I did not take her support. That was in my control, but I did not do it and not exercise it now. Now, what is in my control? Just go easily. And I'm in time, and I found out and discovered that most of the time gets wasted because we have a worry about certain things, that things have to be done at a certain point in time, and the time is less. And that was the belief people have. I also have that belief in some way that I have less time, more things to do. That is belief. But in reality, there is an abundance of time, money, and energy. My guru also says, there is no money problem in life. उसको लगता है ना कि money problem है, money problem है ही नहीं. There are only ideas problem. Money की कोई problem नहीं है. But most of the people live in lack. क्योंकि belief है ना, और वो क्या करते हैं, अरे मैं तो ये भी कर देता, मेरे पास अगर पैसा होता, अगर मेरे पास support होता तो मैं ये भी कर देता. But that is not the problem at all. The ideas is the problem. So the whole context that I'm talking right now, that if you want to live an effortless life, even if you believe in one mantra, which is, let me find out what is there in my control, or let me work out fully what is that in my control. If I have a certain physical problem, I don't have any control about that physical problem right now. But what is in my control? Let me do it. Khatam. Why crib over? Oh, I should have done that. I'm getting older. Okay, I should have. A lot of people have that belief, but there are a lot of things which you have in control. Now, you have a choice in the matter. If you want to live an effortless life, work on things which is in control. But if you don't want to live an effortless life, that's your choice. कई लोगों का ऐसा belief होता है ना यार, जब तक जिंदगी में एफर्ट ना होना, स्ट्रगल ना हो, तो जिंदगी में मजा ही नहीं आता. तो कई लोगों का ये भी बिलीफ होता है, अरे कुछ तो स्ट्रगल होना चाहिए. हर चीज आसान कैसे मिलती है? आसानी से चीजें मिलनी नहीं चाहिए, मुशक्कत करनी चाहिए. You really have to work hard to get something. अरे why can't you train your mind that everything is coming to me easily and in a smooth fashion? So yes, and there was an advertisement in the एक पुराने समय में ना, एक मैं हिंदी में बोलूंगा. I know there are few people who can understand only English, but I will still speak in Hindi. बहुत पुराने टाइम पे एक एडवर्टाइजमेंट आता था कैल्विनेटर का. तो एक लेडी ने कंप्लेंट करी कैल्विनेटर के कस्टमर केयर सर्विस पे. उसने बोला कि ये मेरे को प्रॉब्लम आ रही है. वो आया, ठीक करने के लिए आया. तो उसने पूछा, ये कूलिंग हो रहा है? हाँ, ये कूलिंग हो रहा है. सामान खराब हो रहा है? सामान भी खराब नहीं हो रहा. बर्फ जम रही है? बर्फ भी जम रही है. बिल्कुल सब कुछ सही हो रहा है. लेकिन आपको प्रॉब्लम क्या है? तो प्रॉब्लम ये है कि ये कैल्विनेटर का फ्रिज आवाज नहीं करता. अब पॉइंट क्या है ना, हमारा बिलीफ होता है कि चीजें ऐसी होनी चाहिए. अरे स्मूथ बन गया ना फ्रिज आपका, रेफ्रिजरेटर, तो स्मूथनेस भी हमको एक्सेप्ट नहीं होती है. सो गाइस, just get into that mode that yes, life actually is effortless. I mean, when I'm speaking this, I'm also giving a message to myself, because a lot of areas in my life also where I still feel that I have to make a lot of effort. Lately in my trainings, I've tried to become effortless. I just think on the context, intent, beginning, middle, and end, and I go and deliver a one day talk or 1 hour talk. I do it because my intent is clear, and I allow myself to, get the words going on freely. So I just give you a few pointers which you can practice to live an effortless life. So the mantra is very clear. More you force, more you will fail. More you force. This try it out. अब देखो अपनी जिंदगी में जहां जहां पे आपने फोर्सफुली चीजों को करने की कोशिश किया है, वहां पे आप फेल हुए ही हैं. जब भी आपने अपने वर्क प्लेस में फोर्स करने की कोशिश किया हो, जब भी अपने मनी एरियाज में फोर्स करने की कुछ चीजें कोशिश किया हो, अपने हेल्थ में कोशिश किया हो, wherever you are forced, you have failed. You become more anxious. Why things are not happening? A few days back, there was a session. There was a session. I think Rajvin was also there, and there was a talk show that Rajvin organized, and Rajvin network was not working, and I could sense there was a lot of anxiety in her mind. Oh, why my network is not coming up? Why my network is not coming up? But what I really did at that point in time, I allowed things as it come. And what the other speaker did for Rajvin, she played, she just hook her phone with Rajvin, and I was able to listen to what Rajvin was saying, and I was able to answer through via microphone, and there was a solution there. But if you force things, it will be a failure because you're always thinking, why is not happening? Why is it not happening? Why does not happen? Why does not happen? This is the mantra. Anybody want to say something? Okay. Now, what this mantra is saying. Now, पहली चीज जिंदगी में क्या है? पहला टिप क्या है कि जिंदगी को जैसे आनी है वैसे आने दो. Allow life in its all variety to show you the way. Don't resist. Okay, I want this. I want things in a very specific manner. मुझे ऐसा ही कुछ चाहिए. तो कुछ लोग होते हैं उनका बोलते हैं my way or the highway. इसी तरीके से ही मुझे चीजें चाहिए. But there are numerous ways that things can get accomplished. People don't show up their real faces. They are not vulnerable. They think, okay, I can cry in front of people. People will feel bad about it. If I shout in front of people, people will have that different name on me. और अंदर अंदर वो कुटते रहते हैं. जिंदगी पूरी नहीं जीते. कभी गुस्सा आता है तो गुस्सा नहीं करते क्योंकि अरे यार मैं गुस्सा करूंगा ना तो लोग क्या सोचेंगे मेरे बारे में. We're not allowing things as it comes. We stop it. और वो अलग एक्सट्रीम में चले जाते हैं. वो अपनी बॉडी को हर्ट करते हैं, सप्रेस करते हैं अपने इमोशंस. They don't express their emotions, right? So allow life in all its variety. Just see it. This is a diversity. Everybody is playing their role. People are doing things in their own manner. They have their own journey. Allow them to be the way they are. Allow yourself the way you are. That's the first mantra. And second mantra is trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. Not many people would not trust their intuition. They will say, we have to be very practical. No. Intuition से क्या होता है यार? Practical बात करो ना यार. जिंदगी में reality पर intuition आपको कुछ कह रही है, मैसेज दे रही है. Why can't you go beyond practicality? अब practical बात किया कि सामने वाले ने एक नुकसान किया. Somebody had made a mistake. Let's say in your team, in your workplace, somebody has made a mistake. Practical क्या कर रहा है? उसको सजा मिलनी चाहिए. A person is not coming to office in the last 7 days, not communicating. Practically क्या, the person is not committed to work. ये practical बात है ना. लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं intuition क्या बोल रही है, कुछ तो गड़बड़ है. कहीं ना कहीं तो गड़बड़ है. आपकी अंदर की intuition कुछ कह रही है. पर हम इसको दबा देते हैं किसमें? लॉजिक में, इंटरप्रिटेशन. But when you listen to the intuition, you try to listen to the unsaid. There must be something the person is not communicating. And then you take the person to the other room and starts talking about it. What is happening to you? Where is the problem? And the person starts speaking out. Now it's your decision as per the standards and SOPs in your workplace that you want to fire the person or keep the person. But at least you understand what is going on with that other person. So that intuition is saying something else. Similarly, when you want to do certain things in a certain manner, but your intuition is telling, okay, don't go that way. That can be a trouble. You trust your intuition, don't go. You don't go that way. But there are not many times your intuition says, okay, let me just pick up the phone call and call that person. You trust the intuition is call that. Not many times I've got tremendous results in my life, miraculous in my life, when I trusted my intuition and followed with the flow. I got many, many great things. I could connect with the top authorities, top leadership team all across India and abroad. Because I trusted that intuition was telling me something. I took an action. I was ready to fail. I was willing to fail, but I trusted it and I found tremendous results. That is one. Second, commitment eliminates doubt. Now, whenever you have an intuition, whenever you think that things should be done in a certain way, then next step comes in, you got to be really committed. You take action, no. Without, if you don't take action, there is always a doubt in your mind. Oh, whether it's going to work or not. What is going to work or not? Take an action, ready to fail, no worries, learn your lessons, go ahead. Because your commitment towards action is going to produce results and it eliminates the doubts forever. You'll understand what's the reality. Take experiments, become innovative, right?
I like to add here, sir.
Please go ahead.
Like,
Please go ahead, Manisha.
yeah. So like we say, if I am interested in doing something,
Yes.
right? And
Yes.
then I am committed for doing something.
Yes.
If you are interested in doing something, you might or might not do it. But if you are
Yes.
committed to doing something, you will definitely do.
Absolutely, yes.
So different interest and commitment.
Absolutely,
So,
yes.
yeah.
You know, yes. That's why I put
Yeah,
commitment
yeah.
later. When you say
Correct.
interested, oh, it's just a मेरी चाहत है, मेरी desire है. But
Desire,
commitment
correct.
आती है, commitment के बाद ये मुझे पक्का करना ही है, मुझे करना ही करना है.
Do or die attitude.
No matter what.
Right. No
वो
matter what. Right. Correct.
कपिल देव क्या बोलता था? Do and die match. No, it's not do and die, it's do or die match.
Do or die. Yeah, correct. Very true.
तो
Very true.
1983 में कमिटमेंट ने ही जिताया था इंडिया को वर्ल्ड कप. सिर्फ कमिटमेंट थी.
Correct. Very
Right.
true.
So commitment and taking an action makes a lot of difference. कपिल देव से पूछा था आप किस लिए आए हो यहाँ पे? We have come here to win. That was a commitment with the captain, and everybody was laughing at that team.
Yeah.
But commitment of a leader makes a lot of difference, and the commitment of a leader always takes responsibility.
What you see yourself in the mirror. If you are seeing yourself, whatever you might be, if you are seeing yourself in the mirror, you are seeing yourself as a lion. You are a lion.
Yes. Exactly.
So what you see yourself in the mirror.
Yes.
That's what makes all the difference.
Thank you for adding it. Thank you for adding it. Great. So now the next step is being at ease with oneself. Find yourself at the moment. कुछ भी हो रहा हो, take all in. कुछ भी जो भी आ रहा है ना आने दो, आराम से आने दो. कोई आपको शाउट कर रहा है, कोई आपको ब्लेम कर रहा है, या आपको के बारे में कोई फीडबैक दे रहा है और बहुत कुछ कह रहा है. कई बार ना हम लोगों से फीडबैक भी नहीं ले सकते. You know, I remember I'm with an organization. तो वहाँ पे ना उनकी I go every month for their alumni meeting. Although I don't really like that, but still I go because I have a commitment to make a difference to that community. That's why I go there. Then, you know, they have a system where they provide feedbacks. They ask for the feedbacks. Towards the end of the session, they just give feedback. They just throw all the feedback forms and everybody writes it and with their name. But I was not really happy because the feedback had to be anonymous and there has to be some kind of control. I just gave them the suggestion. Why can't you take an open feedback from people and ensure this is real feedback and start talking about the results? Now, the management was not ready to take that feedback that are you going to be open for the feedback or not? तो वो उनको वो feedback पसंद ही नहीं आया था, मेरा suggestion पसंद ही नहीं आया था, and they just stopped me. Okay, ऐसा नहीं होता है, बहुत debate हो जाएगा, बहुत discussion हो जाएगी. We are not going to do that. We are not going to implement it. Now, what is happening? They are not ready to take any negative feedback from people. But they say, अरे हम तो feedback देते हैं ना, लेकिन negative feedback उनको दे ही नहीं सकते. Of course, there are few people जहाँ पे negative feedback बड़े आसानी से दिया था. Day before yesterday, I was at a meeting, and I was so happy that there was a leader. I think one of the leaders is here also. I really appreciate Sunilji also. I mean, the whole community was giving some feedback to the president and the vice president over here. Sunil Puri is also the president here. और सब लोग feedback दे रहे थे, लेकिन इतना आसानी से feedback लिया था उन्होंने और इतना easily answer दिया था. That was a real kind of feedback taking in this and then delivering the way you want to deliver. और overall क्या था सुनील जी, जब आपने सबसे अच्छा feedback लिया था, weren't you at ease with yourself when you took feedback from people and allowed people to speak? Weren't you at ease with yourself?
Not only that, we were ease, there was the acceptability from the member side also.
Exactly, yes. The members were really happy. They were happy faces. Everybody was appreciating. There was no single member who went back dissatisfied. This is when you allow things to come up, not thinking this is positive, not thinking this is negative. Okay, this is it. This is what it is, and this is the reality. So that is where, which is there in your control. When something is in your control, then you can take feedbacks. You can actually ensure there can be effortless living. And the next point is the most elegant solution is always the most economical one. A lot of many people will go to the very difficult solutions, very heavy solutions. बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है इसको बहुत मुश्किल solution पे जाते हैं लेकिन actually आप देखो most elegant solution is the most economical one. अगर किसी को लगता है कि I'm overwhelmed at my home, try living a minimalistic life. सिर्फ 4-5 कपड़े ही पहनो, अपनी कबर्ड में सिर्फ 5-6 कपड़े ही रखो बस, जस्ट कुछ मत रखो, ज्यादा शूज मत रखो, 1-2 शूज रखो और ज्यादा कपड़े रखने की कोई जरूरत नहीं अपने कपड़े. देखो कितना ईज महसूस होगा. I mean, you'll love yourself. I don't have to get bothered कि आज मैं कौन सी शर्ट पहनूं, आज कौन से कपड़े पहनूं, मेरे को कोई बॉदरेशन नहीं है. तो that is the most economical solution, the most elegant solution. I have recently started living a minimalistic life. I only have few clothes. In my trainings, you know, everyone will see only one set of my clothes. So that is the fourth mantra. Devote yourself what you love doing. I love participating consciously positive. I conduct many talk shows. I'm not bothered if people are paying me or not. But I love talking. It's my passion. Yes, because I love I do what I love to do. I get more expressive. I get more feedback from people and learn more and grow more. And that's how I'm growing more and evolving more. So always, and that's giving me such an ease. Everything becomes so effortless for me at all times. And the last one is about taking an action, you know, commitment and action. Now there is a mantra, whenever you are fearful of something, इसके लिए भी आपको डर लगता है ना, उस पे action जरूर लो. Face the fear and there is no fear. जब भी किसी भी चीज के लिए आपको डर लग रहा है, वो काम कर डालो, पहले कर डालो. That is in your control. So if you're fearful of confrontation, fearful of giving feedback to senior people in authority, go ahead and find ways to deliver feedback to your senior authority. Find out the ways, no, but do it. Rather being in your mind, oh, what the other person says, वो क्या बोलेगा, वो क्या सोचेगा मेरे बारे में, आप जा करके कर डालो. So these are the mantra, but the most important mantra that I'm saying, I'm actually sharing with you is stop that resistance. Just be with the flow. Just become natural. अगर ये मंत्रा भी आपने कर लिया, of all mantras, you are good to go. अगर आपने ये मंत्रा भी कर लिया, focus on what you can control. You are living an effortless life, mind you. आपने ये भी प्रैक्टिस कर ली, फिर अब मैंने सिर्फ उसी पे काम करना है, which is there in my control. I am not going to be bothered what is not in my control. And slowly and slowly, the blue circle is going to expand more and more. You will have more control over things. But the very first thing is do things which is there in your control. Until and unless you do things which is there in your control, you will be always and always bothered of what's going to happen next. What's going to happen next? You're always bothered about what's going to happen next. Just जो भी आपके सामने है वो तो कर डालो ना, कर डालो, देखते हैं क्या होता है. Don't worry about the results, and results is definitely going to be good. So that's all I have to say about the effortless living. Anybody has to share anything more? I mean, a lot of people are already interacting, but if anybody wants to share more about what they're learning, what the key areas that you've learned and taking away today, and want to ask any questions about certain things, go ahead and start asking about it. Start asking about it. Sorry for that. I was a bit fast in saying it.
Vinay ji,
Yes.
Enjoyed your presentation. Just one small quick question.
Yes.
You said that the most elegant solution is the most economical solution,
Yes.
right? exactly do you mean by elegant? This I wanted
Okay.
to understand that.
Elegant, I'm not saying elegant
Yeah.
as a very flowery and very decorative elegant. I'm not talking about that. Elegant means the um, most workable solution कह सकते हो आप. Most easy solution.
Okay.
Easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got your point.
So
Got your
and
point.
eventually it becomes
Okay.
elegant.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. What is workable? What
What
is
is it?
simple?
Just do it.
Just do it.
Looks,
Right.
looks. I have to.
Correct.
I don't
Correct.
have to
Correct.
follow what people are doing. Just do what you got to do.
Correct.
Great.
Right. So your the whole discussion reminded me of a very good saying which my grandfather used to say. I like
Yes,
to
yes,
quote
go ahead.
the permission. Like used to say, God grant me the
Yes.
serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the
Absolutely.
difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Work on things which
So
is in your
so
control.
so if we can do that, learn that art to accept the things we cannot change,
Yes.
and just have that courage to think change the things we can, then I think our life
Yes.
is made. If we follow that
Yes.
principle,
Yeah,
then our
that is
life
an
is made.
effortless
Yeah.
living. I believe in the effortless living. I believe
Correct.
in smooth living.
Correct. Very true.
I'm
Very
ready
true.
to, I'm ready
Very
to,
true.
forego a lot of things. But I want to live a
Correct.
very smooth life. I'm happy about it. And a lot of my people, my friends and family around,
Correct.
अरे तू इतना खुश और इतना आसान जिंदगी कैसे जीता है तू? तेरे को कोई
Right.
टेंशन नहीं, कुछ तो टेंशन होगी तुझे. मैंने कहा है ना, पर
कुछ
वो
तो
मेरे कंट्रोल में नहीं है, मैं क्या करूं?
right.
मतलब
Why to
मैं
worry about
कुछ
it?
कंट्रोल ही
It's
नहीं कर
not in your
सकता.
control. Yeah.
मैं अपने क्लाइंट्स को कंट्रोल नहीं कर सकता कि उनके माइंड में क्या चल रहा है. हाँ, मेरे पास क्या चल रहा है. I have to regularly
Correct.
innovate. I have to regularly produce products, different kind of products. Now AI has come, तो मैं AI के हिसाब से भी products बना रहा हूँ अपने. So this is in my control. तो मैं
Correct.
क्यों worry करूँ कि अब
Right.
uncertainties हो गई तो क्या कर सकता हूँ मैं? कुछ नहीं कर सकता. I have to be easy with
Very
myself.
true. Stop
So
bothering, start working. That's it.
yeah. And more I
Correct.
deliver my training, that is also a mantra. More I deliver my training, more I give the message to myself. I also learn along with you. It's not that I know everything. I just come
Correct.
here.
Correct.
When I deliver,
Right.
I learn from you, and I also learn from what I say. Because lot of things which I say right now,
Definitely.
most of the things, not most of the things, but many of the things I'm not really applying it. But now I'm getting a reminder.
Mhm.
Okay, मैं बोलता रहा हूँ, मुझे कुछ करना भी तो है अपनी जिंदगी में, कुछ practice. Yes.
Correct. Very true.
Great. Thank you for
Very
asking this
true.
question. And anybody else? Anybody else want
Thank
to
you.
say something?
Vinay,
Yes, sir.
first of all, I think Mavin will start noticing it that I have started following your sessions on Mavin and I don't come on others. So, but it is, you give a good session, which is the practical things which you generally come and talk about it.
Yes.
Today's session reminded me the statement of one of my friend from Mumbai to my son long back.
Sir, थोड़ा सा आवाज तेज करो. I'm not unable to hear you. I think there is little.
Maybe some network problem.
Yes,
Now is
please
it
go
clear?
ahead. Yeah, it's clear, but can you be a little loud? I mean, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I said is today's session reminded me one of the statement from my friend from Mumbai to my son that I love my business
Yes.
and I enjoy working for it. And that is why when I enjoy working for it, I don't feel like doing any efforts of achieving my goals.
Yes. Because I love my work, I never have to work.
Yes.
When you love your work, you never have to work again.
And this statement he gave, I think, around 15-20 years back.
Yes. Yes. A lot of people around me call me crazy. I lot many times I book a co-working space near me, which is 24/7 open. मेरे को रात को 1 बजे एक आइडिया, मेरे रात को 1 बजे नींद खुल जाती है और मेरे को आइडिया आता है, तो मैं पता क्या करता हूँ, मैं अपना बैग उठाता हूँ, डे पास बुक करता हूँ अपना को-वर्किंग स्पेस में, और वहां पे 5 बजे तक काम करता हूँ, फिर आने के बाद 2 घंटे 4 घंटे फिर सो जाता हूँ. Of course, I take a good care of my health, but because I love doing it. I love doing research. I love doing working for people, conducting training assignments. And that's why I don't have to work. Great. Thank you for sharing it. Yeah, Sunilji. And I'm glad that you have come here. Be it any reason, but I'm telling you, there are lot more interesting sessions that happens. I mean, मैं तो बहुत छोटा सा प्यादा हूँ. बहुत अच्छे sessions यहाँ पे होते हैं, consciously positive पे.
I have attended many Navin sessions.
There are good trainers here. There are trainers like
Yeah.
Nipul Srivastav, the trainers like Pooja Karan, there are trainers like
Yes.
Rajven, there are trainers like Sandeep. A lot of good trainers come here. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Any last words before I end? Any final words from someone, specifically from people who are off video? Any final word? Samina, Umaji, Veena.
Thank you, Vinay. Thank you.
Thank you,
I-
Vipulji. Thank you for joining
I
in.
love your session. I always make an effort, make commitment that I'll be attending your session. Thank you.
Great. Next time, don't make an effort. Just come here.
Yes, I'm not making an effort. Making commitment that I'll attend. Okay.
Yes. I can see your commitment. I mean, ever since last 3 years, I hardly see you missing any session.
Yes.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah, he should get a prize from Maven.
Yes.
That Shabana will decide.
That Shabana will decide. Yes.
I have been faltering lately, but he is very committed.
Yes.
Thank you.
Otherwise, we two are the ones who've been there for the last 3 years.
Yes.
Yeah. So you are consciously positive champions. Now we should learn from you.
Thank you, Shabana.
Vinay, we have to throw all the clothes. You said just 4, 5. What do the women do? Women can't afford to have just 4, 5.
Where there is a will, there is a way, ma'am.
I know. I keep getting this. Come on, throw what you haven't worn for the last 6 months. Give it away.
Yes.
But we have that, especially Indians, we have a habit
Yes.
of hoarding.
Yes.
कि ये कल काम आ जाएगा. That kal never comes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do
Somebody.
it now. Do it now.
Right.
Vinay,
Just make-
today I also want to point out one thing for Mavin is
Yes.
कि best part Mavin का ये है कि चाहे 4 लोग आए सेशन में, ये
फिर भी-
अपना सेशन रोज करते हैं
बिल्कुल
Yes.
जी, बिल्कुल.
और इन्हें उससे कहीं कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता कितने आए कितने नहीं आए,
Exactly.
जो इस Mavin का बेस्ट पार्ट है. I really love that. So,
I
thanks,
salute.
Mavin.
I salute Mavin. I salute Shabana for her commitment. Every day,
Yes.
8 a.m.
We all are
It should be
very,
coming.
very happy to have
Come in the
Shabana.
Linka Book of World Records. Actually, आना चाहिए record.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. Thank you very much for joining
Thank you
in.
so much, Vinay. Thank